used as my only tablet for 10 days, and Brandon Russell, who did the written portion, used it for 5. I'm going to go sort of top level in the review. If you want to get more granular, hit the link down below to go to Brandon's full review, a lot more pictures and detail there as well. So with the Samsung Galaxy Note Pro 12.2, Samsung answers a lot of questions, and I'm not really sure who is asking. So what happens when you just supersize Android? So described by Samsung as the device that, quote, changes the rules, the Galaxy Note Pro 12.2 features every last mobile idea the company has ever had in the last few years, but super amplified. Multi-view has also been enhanced, S Pen is more prominent than ever, you get the benefit of full-size on-screen keyboard, and I do mean full size. There are other features too, like Samsung's Remote PC, e-meetings, and a ton of Cisco suites, largely designed for a business environment. The focus, though, is not unlike Microsoft Surface RT and Surface 2, kind of a tablet-laptop hybrid meant to do more than just watch YouTube videos. So the version we had the pleasure of reviewing was octa-core, which is really just 2 quad-core chips, one at 1.9 gigahertz and one at 1.3 gigahertz. It's got an 8-megapixel camera on the back, although just don't be this guy taking just gigantic pictures. It's got 3 gigs of RAM, which is really important for multitasking. We'll talk about that a bit later. A beastly 9,500 milliamp hour battery. It's got the S Pen, Wi-Fi, and 32 gigs of internal storage. It comes out of the box with Android 4.4.2 KitKat, and also micro SD support, a single USB 3.0 port, and other ports that you see often, including a micro USB port, 3.5 millimeter headset jack, and a few others. Samsung also offers an LTE equipped model, which you can make it like, say it's like the Galaxy Note 12, and just make phone calls, but that model is only going to support a Snapdragon 800 chip, so bear that in mind. If you need more cores, not going to get LTE. All right, so let's just jump right into design, because it seems mostly about the design. It's big, but you know all that. At 11.6 inches long and 8 inches tall, that's a behemoth. Let that sink in for a minute. 11.6 inches long. This thing is absolutely huge. With a screen of 12.2 inches, however, Samsung's behemoth Note Pro teeters on the edge of necessity and the tablet Bermuda Triangle. Would someone that already owns an 11-inch or 13-inch laptop really need a 12.2-inch prosumer tablet? Usually, when I review devices, I try and figure who it's going to be for and put myself in that mindset. I had a really hard time figuring out who this tablet was going to be for. So even if the Note Pro promises to be more a convenient and portable option, this isn't like a Kindle Fire HDX, which is focused solely on providing consumers with a platform to consume. This is an everything in the kitchen sink 2 device stuffed inside a really, really large tablet body, supposedly putting your business needs first and consuming needs somewhere else in the periphery. So if you want to think of this, think of it as an adult tablet, if there really was such a thing. Just an adult tablet, you need a giant bag to carry around. A tablet this size, you'd expect to be a multitasking powerhouse. And I think Samsung actually did a really, really nice job with this, with a few caveats. Brandon, who did the written portion, disagrees, so hit the link down below if you want to see his counter-argument. So for me, multitasking was super easy. You just drag in from the right, pick one of the designated apps, drag it right in, and you are just good to go. With support for up to 4 apps, though, it really is true multitasking. They run like any other apps, they're running on their own. You do, however, have to pick from a limited supply of Samsung-sanctioned apps, though. It worked well for me, and situations like these, this is really where the 3 gigabytes of RAM came in handy. I wish that all apps could sort of do that multitasking, but no, it's only the Samsung ones that get that blessing. So since it is a Note model, the S Pen is here and handy, but it doesn't add anything they haven't already seen on the Note 3. It works, you can draw with it, and it works like any other stylus you'd expect. As expected, though, watching movies is awesome on its 12.2-inch display. It's got a 2560 by 1600 screen. Built-in speakers provide a nice audio and a real enjoyable experience. I actually really loved watching movies on this, just propping it up on my pillow and just sitting there and watching. For games, though, I think the tablet's a bit too big. You have to hold the device with 2 hands, but you can only go back as far as your arm, so you can't really go back that far, assuming you aren't using a Bluetooth controller. It actually made me feel a bit dizzy playing games on it, but your experience might differ. So with this tablet, Samsung really didn't change much. They just made it bigger. Bigger settings menus, bigger pull-down drawers. I would have liked to have seen unique features meant to take advantage of such a giant screen, but things are just made bigger. The Note Pro 2 does it better than most Samsung tablets, but really not by much. Frankly, though, the cost of the Galaxy Note Pro 12.2 compared to other Samsung slates isn't warranted. I think you might be better served to buy just a Nexus 7 or Chromebook or just a cheap Windows laptop. The competition is cheaper and in some cases better, and the functionality of the Note Pro is sometimes more trouble than it's worth. Think of like Remote PC and the Magazine UX who need additions? Kind of. There might be a small group of consumers out there who crave a 12.2-inch tablet, and I try to imagine who they were, but I think there are probably people that might be more interested in smaller form factors, which seem to be really where the tablet market is trending. You know, Samsung's got a tablets that offer sizes for every single market, and this is certainly at one extreme end of that market. The Note Pro's battery is pretty great, the build quality is pretty top-notch too, but taking into consideration everything, is this really worth $750 or $850 depending on which model you get? Not many consumers, I don't think, are going to be convinced, no matter how many competition-bashing commercials Samsung releases. So to really get full usage out of the Note Pro, you need to purchase the external keyboard. The on-screen keyboard can be sometimes awkward, or you can download other options. It'll set you back another $69, and comfortably prop the Note Pro up, you'll need Samsung's book cover, which is also going to set you back another $69. Combined, you're looking to spend a minimum of $888 before tax, and there's also the S Mouse, which is another $40, and that's not much cheaper than a Surface Pro 2. So if you're watching this video online, chances are you already know the importance of reliable, sustainable, scalable network. TalkTalk's business network is just that. When it comes to delivery of your services, it's essential to know that you can rely on your network provider. Their fully owned next-generation network is industry-leading and the largest, most connected all-IP network in the UK. Built for business, it provides reliability and value across all the communications you might need. They provide more than 3 billion voice minutes per month, more than 4 million customer lines, more than 5 million broadband connections, over 674 gigabits per second peak broadband traffic. Crazy stuff. To check them out, go to talktalkbusiness.co.uk. I'll have links down below if you want to learn more. Even if this unit, though, does suit the needs of the business users, there are way too many compromises, and the Note Pro can be frustratingly slow and really push its limits. And that's really disappointing given the device's specs and price. However, though, if you feel like you can deal with the Note Pro's quirks and can stomach the unwarranted price, by all means, jump right in. You'll still be able to watch movies, read books, and send out emails without any issue at all. There are just so many other cheaper and better options out there, whether you're simply buying an Nexus 7, a laptop, or just going with the Surface 2. The Note Pro 12.2 swings for the fences, but can only manage a double at best. This gets a 7 on the Techno Buffalo scale. It offers a lot of features. It comes down to price and whether or not that giant screen is going to be usable for you. I like phones to be bigger. I haven't always liked giant tablets. I prefer a smaller screen size. It was really hard for me to imagine who this tablet is going to be for. But if you're one of the people that might be for, I'd love to hear your thoughts and why. And why would you get a 12.2 over a 10 or an 8 or a 7 or any of the other varying Android sizes out there, even other offerings in Samsung's own lineup? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please do that in the comments right down below. Until next time, I'm John Render from Techno Buffalo. See you guys next video. What's up, everyone? Thank you for watching that video. If you want to see more of the latest and greatest tech news, you can subscribe to our main Techno Buffalo channel by clicking the button right down below in my pants region, or click on the buttons to your right to see more videos.